So let's not talk about this so-called $7,500 offer. It never existed. It's a ghost. My marching orders have been clear from the beginning, and what I suggested to you is if you want to change those orders, you need to do so. And I proposed something that I thought was very generous. You've hit on exactly the fine points of it, but yet you hear right here that no, we're not willing to drop this. We want to fight this out. So I don't know where that leaves you. The only thing that they put on the table is let these two commissioners out. That's completely up to you. I've been accused of everything under the sun for not doing that already, but that's not my decision. They were petitioners. They have an interest in this case. We were required to bring them in. We did exactly what we're supposed to do. So it's up to this commission as to what you want to do. But, you know, I love all this discussion about ancient history, which means absolutely nothing.
Okay, let's hear from, what's the pleasure of the commission?
I have a question. Whose plan was it to sue the citizens?
It was the commission's decision.
Let me also say that nobody sued the citizens. The citizens that were brought into the suit were the petitioners, including yourself, because you filed the petitions. You have an interest in those petitions. We were seeking a declaration from the court. Okay, that's all we were seeking.
Whose idea was it to sue the individual petition collectors who are citizens of this community, so that the city was suing their own citizens, as opposed to naming themselves on the suit, which is what most communities would have done? Whose decision was it to put citizens' names on that lawsuit?
That was the attorney's decision. That was Colin's decision. And it's
Whose decision was it to hire Mr.
It is not normal to name the city. And quite frankly, you know, this discussion about who was brought into this lawsuit, these individuals that are parties to this lawsuit have demonstrated very much in this litigation that they want to fight this claim. They want to be in here fighting this claim. In fact, some of them have filed other claims against the city, and we have a motion for sanctions filed against the city wherein these people are trying to seek money. So, you know, don't tell me that these people don't want to be in this litigation. They're here. You've heard the attorney. They don't want to be out. They don't want to drop these frivolous claims. They want to stay in. So
what I heard him say is that we want to get to the bottom of this so that there's some accountability on this legal process so it never again happens in St. Pete Beach that the city sues their own citizens. And I would appreciate that accountability too. Now, if somebody can come up with another way to hold the parties responsible accountable for the actions of this city, then perhaps we could drop the suits. I don't know if that's something for mediation, but this is not, from what I understand, everything I've heard here tonight, this is not about money or about people fighting. This is about getting to the bottom of this, of a city suing their own citizens. It's wrong.
And let me make it clear to you that there's nothing that the city has done in these lawsuits that is inappropriate. Period. Nothing.
That's right.
That's what we want to get to the bottom of.
I'd like to, one more issue.